That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Brandy live from the heart of Europe. This is the first and only drama cast. Stop the point. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Got Jeanie here, being irresponsible.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, class.
It's not me being no. It's not me being irresponsible. It's called there was a setup meetup, and I matched drink for drink the like, biggest guy in my cohort. So.
Jeanie, you're not even 5 feet tall. You can't be drinking anybody over 100 pounds, especially a male.
No, I am. I'm 5'2". I'm 5'2", and I absolutely. I mean, to be fair though, he's technically beaten me because he had work right after. So, but he still was a bit, a bit.
You got to go to class tomorrow.
Yeah.
What's the matter with you? You're very irresponsible. I never thought that I would deal with somebody. You were put in this position because you're a responsible woman. I'm supposed to be the irresponsible one.
I'm allowed irresponsible thing once in a while.
Once in a while.
And it's.
What time do you gotta get up tomorrow?
Let me think. Cause class is 1 to 2 p.m. So
it's night class. You can sleep in.
See? Yeah. No, it's not night class.
You drink water. Jesus.
Not water. I've got Pepsi. What's the matter with me? No, so here's what I've had. I had 2 double things of Bacardi with lemonade, because they did the sparkly lemonade in the UK, which is weird. Then
thank you.
Then I had three Carlingtons or whatever. It's supposed to be shit beer.
It is.
But I had 3 of them.
Yeah.
I've never had it before. The thing is, I'm not much of a drinker, so that's another thing.
You just Carlsberg you're talking about, right?
No, Carling something. No, it's not.
Oh, Carling, I know what it is.
It's Carling something.
Yeah.
So you got
He used to sponsor Rangers and Celtic. I remember.
I didn't know that, but cool.
So,
how are you doing, Tom? No.
Fine. I had 2 beers at the game, one the first and the second, and otherwise I haven't had a beer since Christmas.
Did you win?
Yes, we're 2 in a row. We won 2 in a row.
Good.
That's turning it around.
Good.
I don't know who we play this weekend, but we got to turn around. Actually, it's Sandhouse.
You better not lose.
Yeah, I think they kicked our ass. Yeah, we better not. You're really trashed, huh?
Better
Jesus.
not. Yes, because I'm a lightweight.
I
don't really. Last time.
I'm glad you didn't get this smashed with Xanta and Vault.
No, I didn't have a single drink. I didn't have a single drink that time. The last time I had a drink would have been back when I was in California. I only had one that whole time, and it was just a margarita. It didn't do anything. But this time, it was also because it was over the course of like 2 hours. So. Jesus
Christ, you'd be floored if you went to 1 night of beer with me. I mean, geez.
Yeah, I would. Because the thing is,
I only drink beer and I can drink it pretty much all night. And now I get full before I get drunk. So something tells me that you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, no, you probably would outdrink me. So
I don't know.
Not probably. You would.
I don't drink like I used to, so maybe not. But
but still,
even if I don't drink for 6 months, it seems I still have the tolerance.
Yeah. Exactly, because the thing is, I don't. Cause I don't know. Because the only time we're really, actually, no. What am I saying?
You should have started with the show. I'm sorry. Your screen's on. Oh my god. So we got a goal up there.
Yeah, and nobody's done anything.
Sorry, I look fresh. I'm just combing my hair. That's it. I have a hockey jersey on
with water.
Void Ace. I just comb my hair back. That's all for the show. I've been doing it the last 3-4 days.
I'm not off. I don't eat. Lean is something with cough syrup, I think. So.
Do not drink that shit. That kills people.
No, I'm not. I don't. No, I don't. No, I've never. Oh shit. No, that's stupid.
She's on the lean. That's a death sentence.
I'm not. No, I have had a double Bacardi with lemonade, the sparkling lemonade.
Sipping on that
and then
scissor.
3 Carling, whatever the fuck.
Good old cocky game, best game you can play. Don Cherry, shout out to Don Cherry, 91 years old. I grew up with watching all his Rock'em Sock'em videos. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm wearing it.
That's not my name, Void Ace. It's not with a G, and there's an A in it. I need 5. No, because I've only been blackout, I think, twice before, and it would have been my first year of undergrad, because I went a little bit crazy, because the thing is, it was before I was 21, of course. So, like, in the U.S., you can't drink then, but, I had, I think 1.5 things of Prosecco.
So your boyfriend's not a drinker?
Not really. He drinks at home, so he just has cider. Yeah, we went out once, but I never got like blackout with him. It was
me and my wife. That's how me and my current wife bonded. No, she never drinks. It's no fun.
Buckfast, Blue Nun, and I only know Stella.
She had Tommy, and she became like an adult.
Okay, buddy.
Winter Gaming.
Probably, but doesn't remember. No. No, I know exactly what I've had. I'm not blacked out. I can promise. Scout's Honor. I've been saying Scout's Honor like all night tonight. Why? And I raised my right hand with the 3 fingers too, because I had to convince my housemates that I was good. So.
To do what? You don't drive.
To me.
You don't drive.
No, not that. No, that I'm not gonna say.
You can hear hear the touch of California in her voice when she drinks. That's so funny. And I'm not talking accent. You sound like
what is it? What is it?
Give Jeanie a drink. She turns into kinetic Kel.
No. No, you said that. That's mean. I've been so good to you.
Yeah. All right, let's get right to it because you probably got to go to bed soon. I said I was going to do this early.
It's only 8:30. So
for you.
8:25 actually.
All right. We'll see what's going on. We actually did we did an entire thing on the Hinterkaifeck murder yesterday. The after show was longer than the actual show. The Hinterkaifeck. Wendigoon did a video. That? It is one of the most famous murder mysteries of all time and happened here in Germany.
Okay, buddy.
And
I haven't heard of it, so I don't think
get this. We watched the whole thing. Wendigoon. I respect Wendigoon. I'm going to make fun of him though.
Oh, fuck you, Teddy.
And he has his theory. Fuck you, Teddy. You wish you could have this. Fuck you.
Yeah.
So his theory, he came up with his theory. The murder perpetrator was because the guy got away with it. Who did? Yeah, he.
Who did though?
Wendigoon.
Oh, Wendigoon. Okay.
Yeah, he picked one of the murder victims as the perpetrator. I shit you not.
Really?
Like one of the people that was found dead, he thought they killed him, and somebody came by and killed him later. And I don't know how he got there, but it was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's a bit cool.
All right, let's watch as much Tipster as we can handle, and maybe we can have some.
Who am I taking to Legoland? Wait, no. I need to answer.
Taking to Legoland.
I technically have not taken anybody, but I've been taken to Legoland. So I would be in the. I think the guy's name is Colson, wasn't it? Who went with?
Yes, that was his name, Colson.
Yeah, I would be the Colson in this situation.
Colson.
So. Yeah, but I didn't leak anything, so I didn't do anything of that shit. I've been to Disneyland Void Ace. Do
you want to watch a video now, sweetie? Do you want to give your commentary? Real hard-hitting.
It's not going to be good, though, but I just see the PSP man's comment thing.
Yeah, I see that.
It's too long.
My bitch, you're a lot of fun when you're drinking, that's for sure.
I'm not blacked out, Kyle T. Stop lying.
She's not blacked out. She's blacked out. She couldn't be talking. She'd be much worse than this.
I don't live too far from Legoland. My calendar. No, Lynn. Sorry. Oh, wait. Hold on.
Queeman's watching and discuss. Yeah, I'm sure Queeman's a lot of fun. I'm sure he's got bitches all over him.
Well, that, and then people are going to be like, oh my God, somebody, like, this is whatever it is.
Who cares?
Some people have been. I don't care.
I like when they run the chud. It's funny to me.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole thing. It's funny.
All right, let's watch the video and give your hard-hitting commentary.
Okay.
All right,
all right, chat. I want to talk about something with you that I've been kind of hesitant
I don't care about
to talk about.
Has he been hesitant to talk about it? Really?
Why is he... Wait, why... looks like he's on Mac. Why is he on Mac? He says
he is on Mac.
What
a
loser.
Okay.
Up to this point,
you're
you're
a loser, Tipster. You use Mac.
Completely honest.
Yeah. Well, no,
really
I do love him though, because he did accept my joke. He accepted my joke about Resident Evil.
You really are plowed.
I'm not. No, I just talk. Wait, what? Oh, fuck! I accidentally pressed something on my keyboard, and I don't know what I did.
Okay. You want to watch the video now, sweetie?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Here we go.
I didn't have a whole lot to say.
You had plenty
in regards to this particular situation.
Yeah.
But having said that, I've admittedly gotten a little bit frustrated. And as a result, I feel the need to say something, just kind of vent my frustrations. What exactly am I talking about? I'm talking about Bowblax, chat.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Excuse me. Now, I want to preface this by saying, if you expect
DM King said Tippy just bought this computer. He went Mac. Streaming on a Mac. How about that?
this to be a Bowblax bully stream, it's not going to be that. If you're expecting me to shame him for coming out,
although he can't do a Bowblax bully stream because it looked like he was sucking up. You know what I mean? So he really can't do a Bowblax bully stream.
It's non-binary or doing sex work. It's not about that. I'm not doing any of those things. I'm just a little bit fucking frustrated with Bowblax right now because I have shown this guy a lot of grace considering how much of an asshole he has been to me over the course of the past couple of years. I've shown this guy a lot of grace behind the scenes, and in response, he's just kind of been an asshole, and it seems like he really hasn't changed all that much.
When did Bowblax say he was changing? I think he's
the them thing. I mean, he won't press. So.
Yeah, I guess that. But everybody says that. It's like
that's a bit of a change.
All these commentators, I don't think they've changed a bit. Like, well, maybe they never. I don't know.
Not personality wise.
I mean, you can do that with Boogie. Like Boogie's always saying he's a changed man.
Didn't he become gay or something?
Well, I don't know. You're watching too much lolcow.
If you're not familiar with the Bowblax drama,
no. I haven't watched a single thing.
You're watching too many You're watching too much lolcow.
I'm not.
Thumbnails.
Thumbnails. I have no. It was from fucking Drama Alert. So
okay.
I saw
there you go.
I'm gonna try to summarize.
I'm sure that's a phony thumbnail.
As best as I possibly can.
Yeah, because it was
basically sometime around last summer. Bowblax got outed for basically lying about having BPD. It was discovered through that he was dishonest with a lot of people about a lot of things. Apparently, at some point, he had recorded somebody without their knowledge and planned on doing this like big expose stream on them, and that didn't really work out. But the long and short of it was, a lot of people had realized that Bowblax wasn't super honest with them about a lot of things. In fact, one of the things that they realized...
Actually, I seem to remember saying that about you and Bowblax years ago.
Is that Bowblax wasn't honest to them about involved me. Bowblax, when I left the commentary community...
You left.
...was one of the last commentary...
What is he doing right now?
...creators that I still had a friendly relationship with. And basically... Bowblax and I had a conversation with one of my friends known as Keffels at the time. And
at the time, has that broken up? Do we know?
What's broken up?
He says at the time I had friends with Kessels. I guess he doesn't talk to Keffels anymore.
Well, maybe I don't know. I honestly, the only thing I know about Tipster is when he called into your What was it? Birthday stream. That's the only time.
I put him on the spot a bit. I put him on the spot.
And it was a good conversation. You know, it started out a little bit hostile, but I thought it was a good conversation at the time. Essentially, I was trying to be like a mediator for the two of them to try and resolve some issue they had together. At the end of the conversation, it seemed like things went well, both publicly and privately. Everybody who left that conversation feeling pretty happy. But a lot of people, whether it was like the viewers in the commentary space or other creators in the commentary space, they saw that as a backstab of me towards Bowblax, that I backstabbed Bowblax in some way. And I remember being like super fucking like weirded out by that. Like how? Like I don't understand. How did I backstab Bowblax? And even
I don't remember this, but I think he might have actually.
Backstab.
Yeah, I just don't remember the thing. There was an incident. I just don't remember it. If anybody remembers, then call in. If I see somebody and I'll assume that's.
Please do, because
what is like
Tommy.
What?
He's not gonna remember. I definitely I'm trying to. Don't stop repeating, because it takes me off track.
Yeah. This is what you call.
You're not gonna remember, and I definitely won't.
This is what you call drunk production.
When as far as me reaching out to Bowblax,
because I
been drinking.
Sorry, my throat's a little bit irritated. I apologize for the constant clearing of the throat, coughing, stuff like that. But I even reached out to Bowblax and I was like, hey, bro, like everybody seems like really upset with me about this. They seem to think that I backstabbed you or something like that. And, I'm really sorry if it came off that way. I apologize. And he assured me like, no, I'm really happy with the outcome of that conversation. And, I think it went really well. And no, I think we're good. So privately, he's telling me that, but publicly, he's allowing people to continue to, basically shit on me for backstabbing him. And eventually,
in fairness to Bowblax, he couldn't have stopped anybody. That train was coming to town.
Actually, even going as far as to basically play into that, like, yeah, he backstabbed me sort of thing, right? So being super dishonest about the whole situation. Now, a lot of the commentary people, the audience and the other creators, they didn't know about the back end conversations that were happening at the time. But when this whole Bowblax being exposed for being dishonest,
I could believe that he backstabbed Bowblax and then Bowblax backstabbed you all at the same time because he wanted to fit in and run into the tipster hate narrative. I think both things could probably be true.
And I decided to speak out because I had kind of gotten a little bit frustrated of like letting a lot of people, say things about me that were not entirely honest. Like, just to be clear, like, I'm not necessarily saying that I've never done anything that's worthy of criticism. I've said and done a lot of stupid shit in the past, some of which we'll touch on today. Excuse me. Some of which are worthy.
He should have done this drunk, like you, Jeanie. This would have been way funny. Yeah.
Absolute fucking nerd.
Everything.
It doesn't. No, he can't because he's sober, isn't he?
Yeah, oh, that's right. Everything gets better with alcohol, though, right, Jeanie?
Yeah, no. It does, especially when it's a competition.
Be a valid criticism. Okay, I've said and done a lot of stupid shit in the past. But, there have been examples of people either saying that I've done things that either weren't true or they were dishonestly representing something I said, et cetera, et cetera. And one of the main culprits of this is fucking Bowblax, okay? Like misrepresenting the situation. About how I backstabbed him and shit like that.
I think this is a good thing. Is like it just shows you that everybody in YouTube is just is slime.
Yeah, even like me, who's completely like gone right now. Not gone, but like I'm here. But
so I kind of got frustrated with that, and I spoke out against it. And so now a lot of people.
No, just keep going. It's so nice. It's not nice.
Very critical of me of that particular situation. They're kind of looking at the situation a little bit differently. And they're starting to realize, oh shit, we were kind of lied to by Bowblax. That was another example of Bowblax being dishonest to us. So eventually there was this whole thing about Bowblax, coming out as non-binary. He was a little bit dishonest with the way he came out, claiming that like Nicholas DiOrio outed him against his will, which wasn't true. It was very clearly an attempt to play a victim card, which didn't work because everybody knew it wasn't true. I've had my own run-ins with Nicholas DiOrio. We have our differences and stuff like that. I wouldn't go as far as to say I'm the biggest fan of Nicholas DiOrio, but even I had to come out and be like, bro, that's not true. He didn't out you. That's a lie, right? But there was that situation.
LGBTQ authority comes out and says, no, you were not outed. Dun-dun.
Eventually, later on, people found out that he was doing sex work, under his non-binary identity, which I'm not going to shit on him for. That's fine. I'm a very sex-positive person. If he wants to do, OnlyFans
sex positive
stuff like that, that's cool.
Wait, hold on. Did I hear sex something?
Yes.
Or did I just like...
Yeah.
What did he say, though? I kind of zoned out because I'm trying to fix something on my keyboard.
Yeah, where's
I accidentally...
Where's your mind right now? Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to fix out what's no, not fix out. What's the word? Figure out. Jeez. Figure out what's going on with my keyboard. No, don't say geez. That's not nice. You're not being nice.
You're getting one guy by 20 guys.
No, they're trying to help me.
Sure.
They're trying to help.
Whatever you want to
sure.
do. And obviously, you know, as somebody who's a progressive, I don't have any issues with him being non-binary. I'm very much in support of that. Fine.
You know, this is like the case of two chameleons, two guys that'll become anything if it fits the YouTube narrative or whatever you say.
Yeah.
Bowblax is like that, and I'm sorry, Tipster's like that too.
But what's kind of frustrating is it seems like after all of this, after being outed for being dishonest and stuff like that, he still hasn't really learned his lesson, and he's still being just as dishonest as he ever was. He's still being just as shitty as he ever was. There's this whole thing about like him being upset that people won't accept him under his new queer identity, but then turning around and like continuing to like shit on other people for like their queer identities and stuff. It's really fucked up shit. And it's a clear indication that he hasn't fucking learned anything. He just hasn't.
I've got to take. He's incapable of learning anything. That's my experience with him.
All right. And that's kind of why I wanted to chime in on this. So I want to take a look at some recent Bowblax tweets. Let's take a look at them. He says, I feel like I came out.
This guy became an expert on retro gaming and the expert on queer stuff.
As non-binary at the worst time in the worst way. Happened during a mental health crisis. Gender diversity discourse online is the most volatile it's ever been. And my gender expression seems to be the least accepted. Feminine type with body hair. Fuck. By the way, feminine with body/facial hair is the end goal. I know I look 100% male right now. Another reason why I should have stayed closeted for longer. Now, he's not wrong about this.
You should have kept your mouth shut. Stay in that closet, says the LGBTQ expert.
Now is a very tough time to come out. Especially, you know, under, you know, a trans identity like non-binary, especially one that's less understood like the one he's describing here. It is a very tough time to come.
You need to get the scientist on that.
Out as trans at the moment. So I have a lot of empathy with him in that regard. You know, obviously the Overton window has really shifted towards the right in terms of a lot of their views on trans issues. And yeah, it's tough out there, especially on Twitter. Like, if you see any of the discourse regarding trans issues on Twitter right now, it's rough. It's really fucking rough. So I agree. You know, this is a tough.
Stop shoving your shit down everybody's throat. I bet it'd be less rough.
Time to come out as non-binary.
Stop lecturing anybody that doesn't go along with this shit. It'll get less rough.
All right. He also went on to tweet something like this. Obviously, a lot of trans people are really concerned about a lot of the executive orders being passed by Donald Trump right now in regards to, you know, gender affirming care and things of that nature, taking away the rights of trans people or trying to. And he quote tweets somebody expressing their concerns with that. And he says, Trump just put all trans people in the pool and removed the ladder like he was playing The Sims. What the fuck? He's so unhinged right now. Hey, buddy. Now, Bowblax.
Question, non-binary means no gender at all? Or how does that... look who you're asking here. I don't fucking know.
Definitely
you're asking a wrong fucking guy. What do I know? I honestly thought pansexual is you fuck pots and pans for the longest time. So what do you want from me?
Of course you did. Yeah, and then I'm completely out of
I thought pansexual and you were attracted to appliances. I mean, I don't know. I think the whole thing's redonkulous.
Bowblax came out as trans themselves or non-binary. They've always been a pretty progressive person, to be fair. Like, there was a lot of shit they got from more right-leaning people or like anti-woke people not too long ago. I want to say it was before the summer of last year. They put out a tweet about, you know, basically a tweet in support of non-binary people, and a lot of people kind of trolled them for it. So they've always had like mostly progressive views, but having said that, they've also leaned into a lot of like, you know, queer-phobic stereotypes, a lot of queer-phobic jokes and stuff like that. I wouldn't go as far as to say that Bowblax is somebody who is queer-phobic in nature, but they definitely leaned into a lot of that stuff, whether it was to fit in or I don't know what the reason was, but they definitely leaned into a lot of that stuff, right? I mean, for fuck's sakes, they did, where's their channel? They did live streams and videos on me for well over a year where they would do.
I'm waiting for any moment to say, oh, and this just in, they figured out a way to get away from the kill screen in Donkey Kong. I'm just like, I'm waiting for what happened to video games?
Do things like shit on my own queer identity, being pansexual or whatever. They would shit on my support of queer people. They would.
Nero, you hit it right on the head. That is, I'm left leaning, but I really love Tommy's loud looks. I love you. I don't want anything bad to happen to you, but I had that flipped up. But I'll call you the gender I think you are. Yes, and I will not apologize for getting it wrong in your eyes.
Shit on my support
there
of,
it is.
Trans people, basically call me a grifter, say that I was only, supporting trans people to be a chaser and get close to trans women and be a creep and stuff like that. Like, just really horrible fucking shit. They attacked an LGBTQ charity simply because I retweeted them. Like, they did a lot of horrible things in regards to, like,
You did a lot of horrible things. I mean, you couldn't have been more obnoxious. Because when you went after Diorio, when you tried that stunt to plan a fake story with Keffels, all you did was piss off everybody's audience. So among that audience, there are going to be wackos that are going to do that kind of stuff. I mean, everybody deals with wackos that has any kind of presence here. So like, it's you kind of brought it on yourself. And go. I'm sorry if you're on Twitter all day correcting people to get into you whatever it is that you're into. It's going to create animosity. I mean, it's very simple, I'm not saying any of that stuff is cool, but especially a charity or something, but you asked for it.
Statements they've made against, like, queer allies and queer communities in the past. So, like, it's just really interesting to see, like, now they're out as, non-binary, and they expect everybody to just forget about all that stuff, right? They expect everybody to just forget about that. They don't have to take any accountability for any of that stuff. I'm, queer, and I live this lifestyle now, and you just have to welcome me with open arms. And here's the thing.
Imagine his wife being, what happened? His wife's like, what happened?
Like, I'm obviously not going to question their queer identity. I'm supportive of their expression of their queer identity. I'm all in favor of all of those things.
I will never question any of your queer identities, but I might laugh at you.
Right? But you can't just do all those shitty things to members of queer communities or queer allies and expect people to just forget about it and be like, water under the bridge. Come on in, buddy. We welcome you with open arms. Like, no, it doesn't fucking happen that way. I'm sorry, it just
is that what Bowblax is trying to do? He's trying to like get in with that crowd now, and they're just like fuck off. Which, I mean, Tipster's kind of right then if that's the case. Jeanie, you asleep?
No, I'm not asleep. I'm here. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. No, I'm here. I'm silent because I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my keyboard. No, I don't snore. But
Jesus.
Maybe he is because I just don't Jesus me. But I remember.
Exactly. Yeah. I agree.
I'm not Black Battling, but no. What was I trying to say? No. He did a stream on Instagram. Okay, buddy. Not when was it? Sometime, whenever it was, like yesterday or the day before. I can't really remember. But he did something like that, and it was just like I think he saw something on his screen, and then he just like got pissed off and then left. But he was in a dress the whole time, so.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Doesn't.
Dress.
No, it's not. No, you don't.
So I chimed in.
It's a pretty dress.
With this.
No, it wasn't. It was ugly.
This is why people who are extremely vocal.
Yeah, maybe we should have a goal where you send Bowblax one of your old dresses.
I only have one dress here currently.
You only have one dress?
And it was because it was my graduation.
That's not very ladylike. You should have a dress or two.
I'm not very ladylike. I have one. So
a dress. Very ladylike, and except when you're slobbering drunk. I'm glad there's no guys over there. Jesus Christ, I'm going to be taken advantage of.
What do you mean, guys?
Well, you and your roommates. No, I like the last. Yeah. If you were my sister, I'd lock you in your room and
I am
pass
in my
water
room,
in the go. Yeah, exactly. Stay there. Don't go anywhere.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not
in
going
support
anywhere.
of the rights of trans people are as vocal as they are. We knew trans rights would be the primary target of conservatives if they got back into office, and we were right. You might have understood that better if you actually had a conversation with me about it, rather than doing dozens of, quote, bully streams about me, where you repeatedly mocked my trans advocacy, made claims that I was a chaser, and attacked an LGBTQ plus charity simply because I retweeted it. But hey, at least you get it now, right? Like, it's insane. It's utter insanity to have that in your past and expect everybody to just forget it because, like, you're non-binary now. Okay, cool. We accept you that you're non-binary. Awesome. But don't you think you have to take some accountability for that shit first?
See, I don't understand any of this with Tipster still in, because I think this is
I think he's just talking.
Here's what I think. I think Bowblax has gone insane, legitimately insane, and I don't think it has too much to do with the gender identity. I think the insanity has resulted in the whole gender identity obsession. And I think the insanity has nothing to do with anything. It's probably something that was always there that is coming out now for some reason. And the way it's manifesting is this gender identity horseshit, because currently that's like the thing.
Don't you think you owe some of these people in these communities an apology for that kind of behavior or something?
I am sorry.
You just expect them to just...
Yes,
it never happened.
Take Bowblax back.
It's in the past.
Take him
no,
back.
It doesn't fucking work that way, dude. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but no, it doesn't fucking work that way.
He's autistic.
And then
he's autistic.
This is where things really piss me off to the point where I'm like,
he's like trying to rationalize the irrational. It's so funny.
I want to say something about this, okay? I'm not going to do like a big content nuke Bowblax or a big breakdown of everything that Bowblax has ever done wrong. I just want to go kind of off the cuff and vent my own frustrations with Bowblax, okay? Because of this interaction. So I tweeted out, this was a joke tweet, okay? Did I unintentionally inspire everyone to use this excuse when they get into drama? I genuinely wanted to stop drama content and do other things I enjoyed. But every time one of these people finds themselves in some shit, they play this card. Bowblax, Muda, and...
Hold on a second. Bowblax wants his cake and eat it too. Fortunately, he's too broke to buy cake. Zav Gaming. Thank you.
Now, Destiny. Now, this was in regards to Destiny on his subreddit, posting his response to a lot of the shit that he recently got into. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I got a video of that on my channel.
I just want to point out, he said, like, it is true that everybody that I'm leaving drama now. Goodbye.
But as one of the things in his response, he says, I've been trying to move away from covering drama content as it has been had an increasingly negative impact on those in my life. And we've seen numerous creators who cover drama and end up in drama themselves. They come out like with this response, right?
It's not them. It's the people that talk about it. Internet drama. They're the problem, not me.
Some people pointed out...
100% correct here. But unfortunately, I think he's the same way.
Out that I forgot to point out Moist Critical. Bowblax was one of these people. Yeah. Mudahar was one of these people. And now Destiny. Now... do I really believe that I inspired these people to use this excuse in their responses? No, I don't. This tweet was clearly meant...
And I think people have been doing that for a long fucking time, to be honest with you. I don't think, obviously it didn't inspire anything.
To be a fucking joke about this, like, pathetic excuse of, like, oh, I don't want to do drama anymore. It was beneficial to me before, back when I was a drama creator, but now that I'm the target of drama, it's not beneficial anymore, so I don't want to fucking do it anymore. But no, I don't actually believe that I inspired people to use this fucking excuse, okay? Get a fucking clue. But Bowblax...
No, I think you're like the rest of them. You decide, rather than take responsibility for your behavior, you blame the community. And the people that just want to watch shit and laugh at people, which you were very happy to provide them for years. Remember, you're a retro gaming guy. The only reason you're in this community is because of me. Because I was nice to you. And I had no reason to be nice to you.
Decides to respond with this. Laughing my ass off. You never quit drama either until you started accidentally defending Lolly and everyone stopped watching your shit. I have a little bit more to elaborate on this part of it.
I'm dying to hear
really
it.
fucking pisses me off. But we'll get into that in a little bit. Mm-hmm. Now you're back to tweeting about drama after everyone got bored of clowning on you. Pathetic. Also, I'm not quitting drama content. I've never said that. Also, never said I'm above drama content. Only that I haven't watched majority of videos about me. And then I don't watch much drama content in general. Drama is a fun drama.
Wouldn't that be the coolest thing ever if he did a Bowblax Twitter versus on all the tweets about him? That would be great. Twitter versus Bowblax. It would have been the perfect time to do it.
Of content to create, but I prefer
Are you
to
talking
watch
about
gaming
Tipster, or are you talking about the internet versus?
No, I'm talking about No, I'm talking about Twitter versus. Twitter versus. He should have done a Twitter versus on himself.
Oh, Bowblax dude on himself.
That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome.
I mean, to be fair, probably it probably would have like.
I don't think it's out of the question anymore. Too, I think he'd still do it.
Videos in my free time. Okay. Now, why did this statement piss me off so much? Why did this frustrate me so much that I'm like, you know what? I want to talk about this now. Okay. I mentioned this earlier, and let me actually bring this back up. Let me bring this back up real quick.
Okay, buddy.
I mentioned earlier he had this YouTube channel where he would repeatedly talk about me constantly on live streams and in videos. Many of the statements that he would say in those videos, in these bully streams, were criticizing my support of progressive causes like queer issues, okay? I mean, let's just go through the video section and count how many videos we can find about me. 1, 2, where else? 3, 4. This one specifically mocking me for being, coming out as pansexual. 5. 6.
I have a confession. I laughed it too. I laughed when I heard it too.
This one mocking me for supporting a LGBTQ charity. Same with this one. 7, 8, 9. You get the point. It's just on and on and on.
Yeah, he didn't delete any of them. And he's like pandering to that community. That is kind of funny. I mean, he's kind of right.
And keep in mind,
he did a man gets dumped alive in political debate. Was that? Was that Beckett? He was the one that got in a fight with his girlfriend live, and they broke up. That was over a political debate. I just put it together that was actually Beckett and Stardust. That's right. I remember. I didn't realize it was Beckett until now.
Rip.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Oh, that was a year ago. I remember I kind of criticized, you guys can't be doing that. I didn't realize I was back.
This is just...
Yeah, it was. I think, was that him? Man gets stumped live in political debate stream. Yeah, I think that's what happened. I forget all the details on it. It was really funny, if I remember correctly, but I didn't realize it was Beckett.
This is just
he did
the
that,
video.
Warden. He did say he was quitting. I think the quitting though was maybe right after this video dropped, because this is from 3 days ago. So and it's a clip from a broadcast too, so it's from February 1st.
I think you should do bully streams and Tipster again. I think it'd be a great idea.
Live streams too. Tons of...
He was pulling, look at these 10K. He's pulling good amount of people.
Tons of live streams where for well over a year, he constantly obsessed about me, insinuated that I was some creepy chaser who was just trying to grift on progressive causes to get close to trans women and be a creep to them, right? There's shorts on this shit too. Okay, buddy. Short videos where he would talk about this shit too.
Timmy's completely a fetish for gender identity.
It was nonstop. It was fucking constant. This guy was a complete and utter fucking asshole to me. All right? There's no other way to put it. He was a fucking massive fucking dick. All right?
Good.
Yet somehow, some way, I found it in my heart when he came out as non-binary. I know what it's like on social media today, what it's like to come out. Okay? I see a lot of my friends in queer spaces come out on social media, and I see how much they get shit on for it. I see, obviously my own experience with that, and it's not fun, okay? It's not a fun experience to have. So, despite how much of a piece of shit this guy was to me, I reached out to him, and I just wanted to have a chat with him, like, look, I know how hard it is to come out in this current social media climate, but despite our differences...
in a queer space right now. Yeah.
Support you, coming out as non-binary. We had a brief chat about that and a bunch of other things. And I was nice to the guy. I made it very clear. The boundaries were very clear that we're not friends or anything, but I just wanted to reach out and make sure you're doing okay. And we had a really nice chat. That was one of multiple very nice chats that we had where I was supportive of the guy, We talked about his thoughts on things, his thoughts on his like gender identity. You know, obviously I'm not going to leak anything here, super private. Despite how much of a piece of shit I think he is, I'm not going to go out and air out all of his private business, okay? But my point is, I was very supportive of this guy, despite how much of a piece of shit he was to me. There was even like one call where I want to say it was like an hour or two of me just letting him vent his frustrations about everything to me. And some of them,
gotta be strong,
I was sympathetic
he's gotta
to.
be fat,
Other things he was venting his frustration about, I was
retro game.
So it is what it is.
I need a hero.
But I gave this guy an ear to hear. I was supportive of, you know, his own exploration of his queer identity, and I was nice to the dude. I had no obligation whatsoever to be nice to someone who had been such a piece of shit to me. And then he goes and does this the moment I make a fucking joke, a literal fucking joke about, did I inspire?
Well, you didn't know that he can't take a joke? That he's still pissed off at me for fucking some shit I did 5 years ago, and he said he needed medicine to deal with it? That he's still mad at Destiny almost 5 years later after he called him a dummy? You didn't know? You know this guy's unhinged?
For everybody to do the I'm too good for drama now thing?
Right?
What's that? What are you going to say, Jeanie?
Okay, Bowblax is the unhinged one, right? Or are you talking about Bowblax?
Yes, he's like totally unhinged. He's completely nuts.
No, I know he is.
Tolerated it.
Yes, I know. Yeah, because of the Tommy C pills.
He takes. I said this guy's too retarded for this, and nobody believed me.
Well, yeah.
In fact, the only time they ever believed me was that guy that hated Bosch. What was his name? Who was the guy, chat? Who was the guy that hated Bosch that he wanted to make a video, and he finally got, and Bosch destroyed his life by calling him a pedo. What was that guy's name? I can't remember. Not Flamenco. Flamenco. No, the other. What was the other guy? I can't remember his name. He calls in, doesn't make any sense. Oh man. No, oh yeah, normal dad.
It's not angry.
Extreme,
okay.
Extreme dad. Yeah, I remember him. And you know what son of a bitch?
Yeah. Oh, you did one where it was him and Smaggle, I think, in one call. Remember that?
Like, come on. And let me tell you, this part right here pissed me off the most. The bringing up defending Lolly thing. Why did that piss me off the most? Well, because
did you defend Lolly though? I mean,
during some of those conversations that we had in private, we talked about this. Bowblax was like, "Hey, dude, what was up with the whole like?"
By the way, I believe Tipster. I'm absolutely like, I actually believe that Bowblax would be nice to your face and then go online and says, well, everybody's making fun of Tipster. I guess I got to join in. I'm absolutely sure he's telling the truth.
The whole defending people involved in Lolly controversies thing. And without getting into the specifics of the conversation.
Because it's not going to benefit you.
Essentially, I told him, look, I was a little bit, tunnel visioned. I got really frustrated with like this whole pedo jacketing thing that was going on in online space.
What?
I think it's Slug Entertainment and their viewers just... if that's Angry Slug, wow.
What is Angry Slug doing?
I think you rated.
You what?
I think you rated us.
Rated us? Well, thanks, Angry
Slug. Like Xylee usually does? Yeah.
Never going to return the favor, but hey, where's the Xylee?
Please don't.
Just when people were pedo jacketing people over the most like mundane shit, like just to give you guys...
I don't know, I didn't let Slug rate. He did it himself. What are you talking about? He did it.
No, example. There was a situation. I said don't
relax. I'm talking to chat, you crazy woman.
I'm crazy right now because I can't.
Some 18-year-old teenager was dating some like 16-year-old teenager, and people were trying to cancel him for being a pedophile because he was an 18-year-old dating a 16-year-old. I'm sorry, that's not pedophilia. Okay, if you think that's pedophilia, you're fucking stupid. All right, that's not fucking pedophilia. But like, I got
online it is
so tired of these ridiculous arguments trying to pedo jacket people that I got so tired.
Well, the question is like, what are you in the argument for? I mean, like it's like everybody's veto. This kind of shit Vito used to do.
Vision about this shit.
Yeah.
Admittedly,
we're halfway through this, and honestly, I haven't really paid attention
to Have you?
I was trying to figure out what was going on with my computer. But I got it. Oh shit! Oh no! What did I do?
All right, let me watch your video.
I jumped on some landmines that I didn't need to do. In hindsight, I can admit it was really fucking stupid. But having said that, I didn't have to do that shit. And if you're not familiar with the situation, maybe you're new to my audience, so you're not familiar with these things. There's a few situations that people are hypercritical of me in regards to, quote, defending Lolly. Never mind the fact that I never actually defended Lolly. I've been very outspoken against Lolly, but people have misrepresented me making some admittedly stupid arguments and turned that into Tipster.
Well, were the stupid arguments because you defended Lolly? Those arguments, I'm just... I don't know. I'm not saying you did, but that's kind of like... I didn't defend Lolly, but I made a stupid argument and that you kind of be taken like I defended Lolly, I guess. I don't know.
Tipster was defending Lolly rather than Tipster was defending people and inserting himself into situations that he didn't necessarily need to insert himself into. In hindsight, I was really fucking stupid.
So we agree.
I can own that. I could take those out.
All right.
But to elaborate a little bit further on those specific situations, the first one was a situation where a friend of mine accidentally liked an image on social media that a lot of people interpreted to be Lolly, and I defended that person because they were a friend of mine. I cared a lot about them, and that's why I defended them. Now, granted, obviously in hindsight, I didn't need to insert myself into that situation. Pretty sure they probably could have handled the situation just fine themselves. I shouldn't have inserted myself into the situation. Even more so in hindsight, I shouldn't have defended them at all, because the moment they got the opportunity to stab me in the back, they fucking did it.
Welcome to YouTube, motherfucker.
They literally turned on me the moment they thought it was beneficial to them. Which doesn't even make sense because it didn't end up benefiting them.
Doesn't make sense. That's what people do around here, man. It's just the way it is. Oh, I got OCD. The carpet was rolled up and I had to kick it forward. It just was making me crazy.
All in the long run. And by the way, I'm not going to name this person because I don't want to give them any fucking juice. But if by any chance they happen to be seeing this, I saw your fucking quote tweet or your little cope tweet when I mentioned you in my debate with Bowblax, where you're like, well, he didn't seem to mind me turning on him in the moment when I told him I was going to do it. There's a big difference between reaching out to someone and telling them, hey, I'm really tired of me doing my streams and people asking me about drama involving you in my streams, so I'm going to publicly distance myself from you just so I don't get asked about it anymore. But in private, we're still cool and we're still friends. And then you go and turn around and start talking shit about...
But in public, if I get a chance to get some attention by goofing on you, I'm going to surely do it.
About me and fucking hit piece videos about me. There's a big fucking difference between that and, hey, I'm okay if you, publicly distance me from me or whatever. Like, do whatever you got to do for yourself. Like, there's a big fucking difference between that, okay? Let's be fucking real, all right? The other situation was about Ava Chris Tyson. A lot of people on the left and in queer spaces, myself included, were defending Ava Chris Tyson because they were facing a lot of genuine transphobia. Now, during the course of that, some people had discovered that Ava Chris Tyson owned an art piece by a very controversial artist known as Shadman. If you're not familiar with Shadman, the dude's a fucking creep. He draws a lot of fucking art about like kids and sexual situations. It's not good. It's really fucking bad, okay? Now, when people asked me about that on a live stream, and when we talked about that on a live stream...
You should have said, ask Elvis the alien. That's what you should have said.
My position on that was, yeah, it's a pretty bad look that Ava Chris Tyson owns Shadman art. Now, that doesn't sound like a bad take on the surface. And if that was all I said, that would be fine, right? That would be totally fine. But my stupid ass, that's not all I said. I then started to try and rationalize like the ownership of the art of maybe this particular art piece isn't that problematic. I even went as far as to try and compare it to like art based off of like the aesthetic of like Belle Delphine or something like that. It was stupid. It was really fucking stupid. I can look at myself in hindsight. I could look at that clip and say,
and you expect an autistic man to come to the same conclusion?
You were a fucking moron for saying that. Okay. You didn't have to say that. You could have still defended Ava Chris Tyson and the transphobia that they were facing at the time, while at the same time saying, yeah, it's kind of fucked that they support Shadman and they have that art. I don't condone that sort of thing. That's all I had to fucking say, right?
Well, you made this about Bowblax. Calm down, Tipster.
Granted, Later down the line, we found out some really
literally, I don't even know what's going on.
It's okay.
Why is he ranting about Ava Chris Tyson? I know it's okay because I'm here.
He's defending Lolly.
Looked up shit about Ava Chris Tyson where nobody's defending Ava Chris Tyson anymore, but that's beside the point. And then the last one was the Vosh situation. Okay, Vosh got into a little bit of heat over, Ethan Klein was criticizing some old clips of his.
So he never defended Lolly, but he defended absolutely everybody that had it.
Why is this taking like 24 minutes and 30 seconds to get to? Like why is
it's just half an hour? So we gotta watch an episode of the A-Team by now.
There was the porn leak.
I could be doing so much right now.
I know.
Questionable art in that porn leak, and it was a really fucked situation. Bottom line, in that situation, I did not have to get involved in that situation at all. Okay, there was no reason whatsoever for me to insert myself in that situation, and I still fucking did it. Okay, and I was really fucking stupid.
I seem to remember him going after getting into with LGBTQ types as well. I don't remember the situation, but he kept it. I remember every other week he was getting his Twitter banned back in the before Elon days, and he was getting into it. I think most of them were like the map types who managed to get everybody banned that goofed on him. But I seem to remember him doing kind of the same. Like honestly, like both their circling the drain was kind of similar, although Bowblax was much more dramatic.
For doing that, because not only did I get myself shit for that, but a friend that I legitimately cared a lot about, ended up inserting themselves in that situation, not just to defend Vosh, but also to defend myself, and they got shit for it too. And that is my fucking fault, and I feel like shit for that.
That's the thing is, he's done all this stuff. Like when it was really popular to say I was a bad dad or let my kid choke to death, he was the first one to kind of join in that fucking pile on. So it's like it's a bunch of people bitching about shit they've done themselves at the end of the day. And this guy did me dirty for no reason whatsoever. I had never done a thing to him, like not a single thing. And he's copped to all of it, so it's not like I'm like dropping a bomb here. I mean, he called in was a couple months ago, but I mean, all the stuff that Bowblax has done, he's done dirty to my first interaction with him was look, I don't think you should be working with Keemstar. He's a bad guy. This is during beta time, and I was like, okay, let me hear you out. Like, why do you feel that way? And then we became friendly after that. And I think he secretly had either a jealousy or he was irritated with me the whole time. And then he jumped on, you talk about like you were, Bowblax was pandering to like anti-woke types. You were pandering to Medicare and the far right, and like when I made a fuck up, I mean, I even back then, like you and Augie and Bowblax and you loved getting together and laughing at me, and then, open folders happened. That changed everything. And then you were also kind of you got to work with Nick, and, the Susie Lou thing happened. You made a lot of money on that. Like everything that Tipster is bitching about, which, by the way, I think is like legitimate. I'm sure Bowblax did him dirty. He's done before. He has done before, and to somebody who never did a bully stream on him.
That to this fucking day, okay? So 3 situations that I'm most criticized for involving this stupid shit, and I can look in hindsight and say, that was really fucking stupid, all right? That was a stupid thing for me to fucking do, all right?
Fair enough.
But me and Bowblax in private conversation, we talked about this. And he wanted to know, like, why did you do this? And I explained to him,
Why did you make an announcement to the public that you were moving away from me? And this is before Ian Miles Chung, that sometimes I didn't really have a problem with Tommy, but sometimes friendships change directions. Do you remember that? You remember that, Tipster? I had done nothing to you, but you wanted to, you wanted to jump on the whole Warski Mediger train, and you couldn't be friendly with somebody who was nothing but friendly to you for no other reason than to do it. So yeah, get some. This is a bunch of rotten people that put their YouTube careers and fame ahead of any. None of you have friends. It's one of the reasons you all act like this, because you never learned how to make friends in the first place. This is why you act like this. You never. Well,
there was that, but then there was also the when Tipster got into it with Mama Max, and then he folded like immediately.
Yeah, well, there was that too. Yeah, Bowblax apologized to me over Mama Max. Yeah, it's like about they all do the same fucking shit to each other. You know, whatever. It's like with that. I'm like, did Tipster learn his lessons? I don't care. I mean, I don't care if he did or not. But it's just ironic listening to him go on and on about how he's having positive conversations behind the scenes and thinks everything's settled, and then he goes public with something different. Like, wait, you should know all about that, Tipster.
Can look at this in hindsight. I could take the L and say I defended some things that I didn't need to defend. I inserted myself into some situations that I didn't need to insert myself into.
And you've also done rotten stuff like Bowblax in the past as well. Yeah.
Which anybody who knows my history knows that was a bad habit of me. If I liked someone because they were a creator I enjoyed, or because they were a friend of mine or something.
You used to pick fights on Twitter all the time and get your Twitter banned. So this is an ongoing thing with you, and it's only stopped since, well, recently.
Like that, I always had a bad habit of inserting myself into situations that I didn't need to insert myself into.
Well, that's true.
And these are 3 examples of things like that, okay? I did not need to insert myself into these situations, and I paid a hell of a price by doing so. I basically lost my career as a content creator. I lost my audience. I lost a lot of friends over this shit. Like, I made an ass of myself, and I can own it. I was fucking stupid, all right? But I explained to him my rationale of this is why I did this. I was in this tunnel vision of really being frustrated with the pedo-jacketing that was going on, and it led me to dive onto some landmines that I didn't need
to get pedo-jacketed.
He looked at that and he's like, I agree. You took some stupid positions, but I can at least understand you were...
Oh my God, it's the official Kevin Blanco. He's in the chat.
Where you were coming from. Yeah. And the most important thing to me personally was he indicated that he didn't think
Kelvin
I was
Blanco.
A pedo, because some people try to call me a pedo because it's the whole Tipster's a lolly defender thing again. Tipster defends lolly. He doesn't think I'm a pedo, and he doesn't think I'm a lolicon, and he doesn't think I'm defending lolly. He just thinks I defended people that I cared about, and I just shouldn't have got involved, okay? That was very important to me that he understood that. And I was like, you know what? Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
And then he just it went in one ear and out the other.
You actually understand where I'm coming from. And the moment I tweet something that he thinks is a jab at him in a negative fucking way, it's a lighthearted joke, but he thinks it's a jab at him, suddenly he goes back on all of that and, oh, you're just a lolly defender. So he's still doing the same dishonest shit that he's always done.
He's never not going to be autistic. Never. Never in a million years. Never. My hair color's not going to change, and he's not going to be... Well, maybe it might go gray, but I mean, no.
The same dishonest shit he did with the conversation with me and Keffels, he's still at that shit again, right? With the Keffels conversation, he's telling me in private, everything's cool, he's fine, he's happy with the outcome. But publicly, people are shitting on me, and he's letting it happen. And he's playing into it about how I'm a backstabber, and I did him so dirty and stuff like that. Meanwhile, he was telling me something completely different in private. And it's the same fucking thing here.
Don't you remember when he called in and said that he called the police, and then within 2 sentences later, he said he didn't call the police on the open folder situation?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, why is any of this a surprise to anybody? You know, I mean, I think there was a point when I think Augie and Nick realized that, you know, like, he's got some disabilities here. There's some intellectual disabilities, and everybody tolerated it. And that would have been fine, except he started to get resentful to Augie and Nick, you know, and then got weird.
He's telling me in private he thinks what I did was stupid, and I agree with him. And he's telling me, but I understand why you did it, and I don't think you're a lolicon or a lolly defender.
Face.
I just think that you defended some people that you didn't need to defend. Okay, fair enough, right? I agree. But then he comes out and publicly posts this shit. Fuck you, dude. You're still just as dishonest as you always were. Back when people called you out for your fucking dishonesty, you're still the same fucking guy. All right? Again, I was nice to this dude when I didn't fucking have to be. All right? I could have easily told him, fuck off, you're getting what you deserve, karma's a fuck.
I'm actually enjoying this more than, or feeling more vindicated that they're fucking at each other's throats than I ever did with Mama Max. Because people are like, don't you feel vindicated about Mama Max? At the time, I'm like, not really.
Yeah.
Not really, because I'm sick of calling this shit out. And I called Tipster and I called Bowblax out. And although I didn't know he was going to put on a dress and do all this stuff, I never saw that coming.
No.
I remember when I first heard it. I remember when I first heard the Queen thing. I was like, there's a reason that's funny. I just can't put my finger on it. You know? So maybe it was in the back of my mind. But Jesus. It is kind of, yeah. Also, this is more vindicating than Mama Max. Absolutely, because with Mama Max, I think most people like Mudahar. I think they all knew that he was doing what he was doing. I think they all knew it was fake. They just, with the vampire stuff and the Nick kind of chipping away at him, it became safe to tell the truth, because that's a lot of things when it comes to creators online and things like that. Like, everybody knows the truth, but do you have the clout capital to say it? And yeah, that's what happened. And when everybody had the clout capital to say it and to call Mama Max out, they did. And they made a lot of money on it. And that's all great. But I never felt more vindicated than I did now. Because it's a bunch of guys with a lot of venom just drowning in it. So yeah, I think everything that Tipster's saying here is probably on the money. I don't think he's exaggerating all that much. I even buy his explanation on, being all emotional and the pedo jacketing stuff. I totally believe it, but if the situation was reversed, and it has been, you're Bowblax. So it's like, yeah, you kind of like, yeah, I'm like, good. I'm glad you feel that way. I think it's positive for me personally to hear that you talked and had a man-to-man sit-down talk with him, and he fucked you right away. And somebody's probably going to do that to Bowblax, because Bowblax has done that to me and everything else. So to me, it's just two guys. It's instead of the Monty Python where the guy cuts off his leg and his arm and says, "Come on."
Oh, the Black Knight.
Yeah,
it's just but a scratch.
It's two Black Knights, and they both cut each other up. That's what it is to me.
I was actually just watching that film earlier today. So
yeah, it's two Black Knights. That's what it is, and that's it. And like
John Cleese.
I don't want to seem like I'm really. This is the way I feel. I don't want to seem like I'm just picking on Tipster for the sake of it or just dragging this up. I had my thing with Tipster and what have you, and it got settled. I don't bash Tipster every time. I didn't even bash Tipster all that much when the whole thing came out about him and the way he was acting. I probably did the least amount of streams of everybody on that. And but my whole thing was back then. I don't really feel all that vindicated because I kind of said it a couple years back. And Tipster never up until when he called in on my birthday in September, Tipster never apologized to me about the Medicare stuff, about the Ian Miles Chung stuff, about really sucking up to the far right. And remember when I said that during my birthday stream, which I was drunk in, by the way. He was like, "Well, I don't think I was doing that." Like, yes, you were, because that's what was popular at the time. I haven't changed. You all changed. So yeah, like I get how Tipster feels. I feel bad in that aspect, but yeah, it's he doesn't deserve it. He asked for it. That's where I feel. Thanks for the birthday wishes.
But instead, I reached out to this guy. I made sure he was okay. I gave him a fucking ear to hear. I was even open to the possibility that maybe somewhere down the line we can mend the bridge and be cool again.
Yeah, I believe all that.
But no, the moment I say anything that he thinks was something that was a personal attack at him, he goes back on everything he said in our private conversation.
Was I warned about Ian? I probably was. I don't remember a specific example. I was told that he was a lying rat. But I was told he was a lying rat by that crowd. So you could probably find the instance. I definitely got tunnel vision with Ian for 100%. But it's like, all right, like I was supporting Ian stupidly. What did I do to Tipster? Like, why do I need to be thrown under the bus? I don't get that. I get like I don't agree with it. I mean, like, I know who's like couldn't believe that I was Versed, and he was just like, I can't believe, but he didn't like, I'm not going to be your friend anymore. I'm not going to hang around you anymore. I just think you're an idiot. I remember Real Talk saying like, I'm sick of you taking L's, no more L's. I remember he said that, but he's like you're a bad, like Tipster did that, and we weren't even that close, which I never really understood. And all I ever did up until 2018 was put Tipster over, and I'm not gonna lie, when Nick was being nice to him, it bothered me, and kind of forgave him for everything. It bothered me, but it was just like, well, I can get over it, or I can be bitter and not move on and not be a part of the Susie Lou thing, which I got to be a part of, and all that other stuff. So there you go. Drink water, shut up, deal with it.
Stations. Fuck you, dude. And this whole I'm not quitting drama. Look at this clip. So we have this tweet. I'm not quitting drama. I never said that.
I've blocked.
He can't be honest about anything.
Well, he never could. But he never could. He never could. And I'll admit, you're way more honest than he is. He never could. Never.
I've blocked a lot of people on my Twitter just because I kind of don't want to do... Well, this has been a plan for a long time, even before the controversy, but I was going to dabble in it a little more on Mayo Monkey, but essentially I'm kind of done with the drama streamer community. I've said all I kind of needed to say, and at this...
Well, wait a minute. No, he said he was done with the drama. You didn't get a W here, Tipster. He said he was done with the drama. This is definitely being nitpicky, but he said he was done with the community, meaning like the streamers themselves. He didn't say he was done with drama.
When I was just going to turn that whole like community, which is what I have been doing on Mayo Monkey, into kind of just like a comedic outlook or outlet.
I thought in the tweet you said you weren't quitting drama content. You never said that. What?
No.
But people take that shit way too seriously. So.
No, he said the community. I think he meant the people. So I don't think you really got the hypocrisy you're looking for here.
He can't be honest about anything.
But he can't. But that's still true. You could be wrong about this, and he can't be honest about it. Anything could still be true, and it is.
Literally fucking nothing.
They sheltered it. Yeah, we did. I sheltered them too first. Sheltered both of them. I did a bunch of streams on Tipster showing what a backstab and rat he was. Nobody cared until they backstabbed somebody else. Until he. Tried to make it out like everybody, and Nick was, good with a lot of left wing communities, and he's sitting there saying he's a transphobe, and naturally that's going to piss Nick off, rightfully so.
So I see this tweet, and honestly, I'm fucking mad. Like, I'm fucking furious at this shit. Like, I know a lot of people probably saw this tweet and thought it was an overreaction, but now knowing what you know behind the scenes, and how nice I was to him, and some of the conversations we had about this shit, I think now you can understand why I would be fucking furious about this, right?
Good.
I said this is why...
That vindicates me. That makes me feel better. Because I'm petty.
No one fucks with you anymore, Bowblax. You and I have had civil conversations since your drama in private.
I believe you.
And even though I think there are valid criticisms to be had towards you, I actually spoke in support of you coming out as non-binary, and even refused to engage in the...
I do too. I support everybody that comes out as everything.
...pile-on of you doing sex work. Every time...
I support sex work as long as I don't have to see Bowblax's sex work. Go for it. Do it. I don't care.
Someone grants you even an ounce of goodwill, you find a way to fuck it up. And this is why, going forward, you will forever...
This vindicates me. This is what makes me feel vindicated.
...be a lolcow. I was probably one of the only people to check on this guy after his leaks to make sure he was okay. And in return, he starts talking shit. Fuck off, dude.
I'd like to get a t-shirt with him. I want Bowblax Mayo Monkey climbing the Empire State Building and then have saying, never forget 111.
Literally, I was nice to him when I had no obligation to be nice to him. And in response, he shit in my face. Like, literally. Like, this was one of my comments, like, when the leaks happened, because everybody was shitting on him for being a sex worker. Everybody was shitting on him for being non-binary. They were mocking him for these things. This is what I had to say about it. The problem with Bowblax leaks isn't that they're non-binary or doing sex work. The problem is they're a massive hypocrite. They spend a lot of time shitting on sex workers and queer people, and now they want to live this lifestyle and expect everyone to forget it. Here are some examples. This is them tweeting, Creator Clash 3 now proudly sponsored by Hamas and the other OnlyFans. Shitting on people who do, Fansly or OnlyFans, sex work, like what they do now.
Wait, hold on a second. What, 10:30? Okay.
Oh, Fansly.
Okay. I thought he posted this the other day because the Creator Clash thing's like a thing now. That's funny. That was in October though. Okay. I thought this was recent. That would have been really funny.
Fans, sex work. Like,
Jeanie, are you snoring? Jeanie, she's asleep. Isn't that funny?
What they do now.
She's sleeping and drooling on her desk.
Respect Tipster's new pronouns. Shitting on me because I had pronouns in bio. Now, obviously they're out as non-binary. They're using the pronouns as well, which is fine. Obviously, okay. I'm in support of those things. But like this,
yes, sir.
This is an example of how they have a history of shitting on people for this shit, but now they expect everybody to forget about all this now. The only women who will use this are uglies and OnlyFans hoes trying to promo.
I'm so glad he's digging these up. It's funny.
Shitting on sex workers again.
Terrible.
Right? And then there's this one. Drunken.
Hey, if you're a sex worker, don't you kind of doesn't that come with the territory to be kind of shit on? I mean, it's not like it's a bit taboo. Maybe it should be a little bit taboo. I mean, just a little bit at least. Not like taboo in the sense where you go to jail, but taboo in the sense like, that's kind of, it's not the best thing you can do with yourself.
Hi, Bowblax versus Tipster's Titty Milk. This was a stream that they did where I was in support of Nominal Naomi. They were getting shit on by a bunch of alt-right freaks about their trans identity and being a trans woman who's got a child and they're like breastfeeding and shit like that.
Ew.
And they were basically shitting on me for being supportive of Nominal Naomi, another very outspoken trans advocate. Like, they want to live this lifestyle, right? And that's fine. I'm not gonna gatekeep and say
Glock lover
donated $5. I heard that you reviewed Belle Delphines off in your Discord. Did you ever review Monsees?
Banshees, no. I've never reviewed either.
Bowblax isn't welcome in the LGBTQ community or anything like that. I think that's shitty. I'm not doing that. All I'm saying is you can't expect people to welcome you with open fucking arms after all the shitty things that you've done. Okay?
Oh, no, I did see Belle Delphine sex stuff. Yes, I did. I gave it a thumbs up.
You've been very, whether it was your intention or not, you've, fostered a lot of anti-queer, views in your community by doing a lot of this content shitting on people for
Jeannie's back. Are you back? Are you snoring? You go to bed?
I'm back. No, I'm not snoring. I had to go to the bathroom. But I didn't
supporting
want to,
queer
announce it's the fucking world.
You throw up? You throw up?
No.
I'm just wondering. Okay.
I had to go to the bathroom.
Okay, you're in the bathroom.
Causes or labeling people like me who support trans people as just being chasers who are grifters and shit like that. This is something you did. This is shit these are ideals that you fostered in your community, or intentionally or not. And people don't just forget about that. They're not just going to forget about that fucking overnight, my guy. And then this is the most recent one. This is the one where I get set it off the top where I'm like, okay, I'm going to talk about this. Bowblax is upset that people are currently shaming their kinks and queer identity. Meanwhile, they are still out here shaming the kinks and queer identity of others. The hypocrisy never ends. I posted this tweet on the 31st, which was yesterday, 31st of January, at the time of this stream. And they had, my understanding is they had tweeted this, at that time. So obviously, here's this tweet. We saw it earlier about them saying, I feel like I came out as non-binary at the worst time, in the worst way. So we won't go over that again. This is a conversation in the replies. I'm not questioning your gender identity. I'm questioning why you would post a thigh-high thirst trap without shaving your legs. Apparently, they had posted this on Instagram. I don't care. All right, like that's how they're choosing to express their gender. Whatever. I'll be honest, I don't fully understand this particular expression of non-binary gender identity. But at the end of the day, like non-binary is a very wide spectrum. A lot of people express their non-binary identity in various different ways. If this is how they're comfortable expressing their identity, fine. Okay, that's
Tipster's lying. He thinks it's freaky.
Whatever. You know, I don't have any issue with that. It wasn't meant to be a thirst trap. It's just what I'm wearing today, what you're jacking off in today. Why do y'all have to always talk about me in the sexual way? I'm not accepting or understanding my gender, but the consistent sexualization is creepy.
What do you mean? You fucking took pictures of yourself with jizz all over yourself, you jerk.
Guy with an OnlyFans complains about being sexualized.
Yeah, it is funny. Yeah.
Isn't this the same guy that got upset when Keppel said that she was being sexually harassed by him, and he was like quote tweeting her on his throbbing horsecock account about how he wanted to like have sex with her and shit like that, and how she had like massive fucking boobs and shit. I don't remember the exact tweets, but he was
he did do that. That's so funny. I forgot about that. I didn't know about the throbbing horsecock.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I remember. Oh, yeah, I remember.
Do you really?
tweeting some like genuinely like what the fuck stuff, dude, from that account towards Keffels, and he got mad when she got uncomfortable with it. This is the same fucking guy, right? Paradise for Animal J. Smith. A YouTuber who spent $14,000 on a realistic dog costume is now opening a zoo where people can be...
It was a collie. You want to see my dog? My dog was a collie.
Sure. Yeah, once the video's done,
that's Duke.
Maybe during a little bit of calls, but I'm probably gonna. Oh.
That's Duke. You know, a picture was taken, 1985.
Oh wow.
40 years ago. Duke was a good dog.
That's
a person, Tommy. That's a person.
The tweet thing is though. The Twitter thing is.
What?
Yeah, that's not a real dog.
That's not a real dog. I know.
I
know it's a person, but I wanted to say it's a collie. It's a collie person. It's a person in there pretending they're a collie. I had a real collie. That's not a real collie.
Become animals. If you're not familiar with the animal,
where's Chestnut? I did. I had a collie and I had a.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Okay, buddy.
Ruthless. Thanks so much. Long time watcher, first time tipper. Great run and show. I enjoy immensely. Bowblax is a freak, and that's all I have to say on the topic. Is that Ruthless Rosie? Thank you, Ruthless Rosie.
I know that's not Ruth. I don't think that's.
Thank you. Rosie. I really appreciate that.
Because that's not her. That's not her. Unless she's got a second account, because that's not.
That's really hard.
Her. I think her. Yeah. Thank you, Ruthless.
Yeah. I should.
Yeah. 07's in the chat.
I should go out drinking tonight. Sure. No, I'm not going to. I'm not drinking no more.
I already did it for you. So.
Yeah, I know. Seems like by the time I get out, it's really late and nobody talks to me.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. Too fat.
I did it before.
Yeah. So the guy walks around like a collie. That's funny.
Animal J. Smith lore. Animal J. Smith was somebody who worked at Rainbow Passage. He was like a volunteer for Rainbow Passage, which is a LGBTQ plus charity. This is the same charity that Bowblax and his community attacked simply because I retweeted it. I'm not even joking. That's a real fucking thing that happened, all right? Now, there's valid criticism to have about Animal J. Smith. More specifically, he was found to be posting on Blue Sky questioning the...
Boogie2988 donated $5. That's a lot of money for a person of collie.
legitimacy of some people's trans identity while also working for a charity that supports trans people. Not a good look. I think there's valid criticism to be had in that regard, and he probably shouldn't be working for an LGBTQ charity doing stuff like that, which is why he should
be locked in a room with chained to the wall. That's what he should be.
Removed from shed.
Like a dog. You know?
Charity, okay? So there's valid criticism to be had for the guy, but the whole, like, basically shitting on him for his kinks, while at the same time you're, like, crying that people are shitting on you for your kinks and shitting on you for your queer identity, like, talk about hypocrisy. That's, like, an insane...
I think it's queer people shitting on the collie guy. I'm sorry. I'm sure they think you're making a mockery of the LGBTQ.
level of hypocrisy. So I tweeted this and I
I
said,
don't know. I agree with
We need a new goal.
I agree with Bowblax. Well, thank you so much. We need a new goal. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know. You gonna show some leg or something?
I don't think you want to see my legs. So.
Legs. That's what the goal's name is now. There you go.
Yeah, it's a new Ruthless. It's not Ruthless Rosie, and it's a dude. So Ruthless Ross instead of Rosie. That's what we're calling.
We're gonna exploit Jeanie going forward on the goals.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm the new Ruthless. I'm a dude. Ruthless, thanks so much for your generous donation. I do appreciate it.
As soon as the callers come in, I'm dipping.
Dipping.
So.
There's valid criticism to be had for Annabelle J. Smith, but this just ain't it. You're not doing yourself any favors, Bobby. I also said, just to be clear, I'm not fond of the kink shaming or queer identity shaming that's happening to Bowblax either. I obviously don't condone that sort of thing, nor will I engage in it.
Oh, Bungus, thanks so much. Jesus, Jeanie, drunk on the job, rock bottom, hitting hard.
Yeah, I mean,
several months.
It's driven me to this.
Yes.
No,
yes.
It's been good. It's great.
Rock and roll.
Shaming these things in regards to myself and others, and now that this is their lifestyle too, they want everyone to forget it ever happened while also continuing to shit on others. Sorry, Josh, that's not how this works. So that's my problem with you, Bowblax, okay?
How does
like,
it
if
work?
you genuinely want to know, like, what my issue is with you now, I gave you so much grace. I showed you so much fucking empathy. I gave you the time of fucking day.
And what a shot jetzt.
I'd like to announce our newest show hosted by Bowblax.
Lolcow Live too.
When you didn't deserve it. Quite frankly, let's just
That's too funny.
say it the way we should fucking say it. You didn't deserve my time. You didn't deserve my empathy. You didn't deserve me giving you any sympathy whatsoever.
I think it's just another case of you getting involved in injecting yourself into something you didn't need to, Tipster.
I still did it anyway. You were a massive fucking dick to me, okay? And I was still nice to you. And your response was to shit on me and basically take back anything that you said to me in private, in our private conversations. You're a massive fucking hypocrite. You're a massive fucking snake. And it's no wonder nobody fucks with you anymore because of shit like this. You have learned nothing from this situation at all. And this is why you'll forever be alone. This is why forever no one will ever fuck with you again. And I'm just done with you, dude. Like, the funny thing about it is, like, he had the nerve. Can I pull this up? He had the nerve the other day. I put out one of these tweets critical of him, and he had the nerve to like the fucking tweet. Can I pull this up?
Oh, this is funny.
But
This
I don't know if I can actually pull it up.
This is great.
He had the nerve to like the tweet? Like, bro, fuck you.
Bro.
I don't need your fucking like.
Jack
I don't need your
$5.
approval.
If you or a loved one has been driven to drinking, simply by being a co-host on a hockey podcast, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Called
Approval of what I had to say? Let me see, open image in new tab. Can I do it like that? Allow. I don't know if that worked. No, it didn't work. I'm trying to bring up a screenshot where I put out this tweet being very critical of him. Here we go. I think this is the best way to do it. Hopefully I don't like leak DMs or anything like that. There we go. So I put out this tweet being critical of him with good reason, and he fucking likes it. Just silently likes it, like, oh, good point, Tipster. Good point, dude.
He's autistic.
This is the same sort of thing he tried to do to me when he was trying to like buddy up to me when he didn't have anybody else the first time.
He's autistic.
He just like quietly unblocked me because he had me blocked when we had previous beef before. He is suddenly getting shit on by everybody else, so he doesn't have anybody else, so he unblocks me and he starts liking tweets and stuff like that. And it's like his way of trying, hey man, can we be buddies again? Like, is that what this is? Because no, I'm not fucking interested. I already gave you an opportunity to make amends. I already showed you support.
They could have been a powerhouse together. Really, Bowblax blew it.
You came out with your new queer identity. I already gave you an ear to hear. I was fucking nice to you, and you shit in my fucking face in response. So no, you don't get another chance. Fuck you. Anyway,
thanks for the sub, you fucking
I just got really frustrated about this, and I had to say something about it. So that's just
what's with everybody doing one of these little characters? Everybody's doing that now. Huh?
I didn't have any like.
Oh, the little wiggle thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Nick's got it. I think it started with Queeman.
Yeah.
It started with Queeman.
Everybody's ripping Queeman off. Huh?
And with this segment, or like any like thoughts in my head of exactly what I wanted to say, I just wanted to vent my frustrations with like Bowblax is one of the fakest motherfuckers I have ever met in my fucking life.
Really?
Fuck you, dude.
Oh, it was Capitals who started.
I'm not gonna let you like weasel your way back in and we can be cool and shit again or whatever. No, fuck you. You're on your own. You made your bed, now fucking sleep in it.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Wow.
I love this.
Yeah, I mean it does sound like a video game music, so I'll give him that.
Retro games and LGBTQ, perfect together.
And
Elon
sexual.
Musk, the Space Bishop. That's too funny. I really like that song.
Bowblax is one of the fakest motherfuckers I have ever met in my fucking life.
Maybe reach out to him and ask
Fuck you,
for
dude.
It, so.
No.
I'm not gonna let you like weasel your way back in and we can be
No.
cool and shit again or whatever. No, fuck you. You're on your own. You made your bed, now fucking sleep in it. Asshole.
You lolly lover.
Banshee.
Lolly. 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 Trans. 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 and Sonic, and Sonic, and Sonic, 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 Sonic Hedgehog. That's fucking funny. Oh man. All right, I'll take calls. We'll call it a night.
Yeah, and then I sleep.
Well, you can go to bed. I'll take the calls. You can get out of here.
Well, wait. Verse send me something that I think you should hear.
Mm-hmm.
Let me figure out how to copy paste it. There we go. Send you. There you go. Sent it to you. And the message from Verse is you're gonna hate it once you actually hear it. But
all right,
I think
send it.
I sent it.
Okay, I'll ship it. Well, what do we got?
I did.
You're
You're just slow.
That's right. Oh, what's this? Says? Good dude.
Play that shit! Tipster! A good dude! A good dude!
Sonic! Lolly!
A good dude!
Trend!
Tipster! A good dude! Tipster! A good dude! Give! Tipster! A good dude! Tipster! A good dude!
Oh, there's shit in there.
Is Tipster a dude?
Tipster!
A good dude. He's a good dude.
Oh, this one gets funky!
I'm gonna have sex. I'm gonna have sex. I'm gonna have sex. I'm gonna have sex. I'm gonna have sex with your dog. I can't get off into this shit.
The girls can't contain their pussies anyway. You are disgusting.
Shut up, bitch!
What the fuck is that?
Hold on. Retard break. I need a retard break. Give me a retard break for like 2 fucking minutes, okay? I can't keep listening to fucking retard shit.
Tipster! A good dude! Give! Tipster! A good dude! Tipster! A good dude! Give! Tipster!
make this goofing on him?
That's the first question.
It's so gay. You're gay for liking. Who said I liked it? I just think it's funny. I don't know. I don't know about this other stuff. Did somebody make this like unironically for him, or was it a goof?
I have a feeling it's a goof.
Yeah, Tipster, a good dude.
Jazz song.
Let's see. Whole soundboard for this one. PSA: do not have sex with your dog. I like Tipster, but this song's a banger. This was
unironically made for him, and he uses it as his intro. He commissioned. Okay.
That's a smart move. I like it.
It's Tipster's official theme song. Yeah, no. 10 out of 10.
It's catchy.
Yeah.
He always had catchy music.
It is.
He always kind of had catchy music when he ended his stuff. What did he have? He had a bunch of kind of wild outros, if I remember correctly. We used to make fun of it. I forget what it's called though. It's been too long. Like cyberpunk. Yeah, I felt like I was blasting robot zombies. You know. Any calls? No calls? Nope.
Yeah, we got Cody in there.
Hello, Cody. How are you? Welcome to the show.
Yo.
What's up? Cody, you're on the air.
H.
What do you want?
Howard Jones' penis. Bobby.
Cool.
It's Howard Stern's penis.
Made my day.
Yeah. You like Howard Stern's penis?
Nice. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. So.
You haven't seen it?
No. Have you?
No, but he says he's a grower, not a shower.
Ah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's see if Void Ace is in there.
I mean, it's not the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean. So.
Void Ace, you're on the air. How can I help you?
Yo, what's up, Tom?
You want me to sing, don't you?
I do want you to sing, if you can.
I'm not singing now.
The
thing is, I need. He wants me to sing Tequila.
Why don't you sing then? Sing to this.
What the fuck do I even
song?
There you go.
Yeah.
I would just say lolly over and over. Or what was it? Big titty goth mommies or whatever it is.
Here you go. Sing it. Here we go.
Play that shit!
Big titty goth mommies. Big titty goth mommies. Big titty goth mommies.
Break it down.
Yeah.
So all I want to say to you, Tommy, is that like I'm new to your content, right?
Yeah.
My favorite content by so far, and I guess it's because I'm a gamer for a while, is all the arcade shit that you do.
Well, thank you.
You do. I will say that you gotta like pump it up with killing people on Dead Sea, bro. You are too passive.
Yeah, I'm a little passive on DayZ. I think it's because I'm learning. I'm learning. I was thinking about going playing DayZ now.
$5. Some people don't know
I
the struggle
watch
of
you right to just see a person so you can just like off them.
That's a really good. You should. Some people don't know the struggle of wearing a dress. I should make that my T-shirt. Actually, I don't. Yeah. No, I'm not. Who's gonna walk around saying wearing a dress? You know, self-identified gamer alert.
I would.
Yeah. I had a T-shirt that says Bowblax has a girlfriend with a question mark on it.
I honestly wore the dress once, and that was just to make a friend. Like she was having a hard time. We were at Walmart, so I said, "Hey, go get me that dress real quick," and I put it on just to make her laugh. I will say I looked really.
It makes you gay, you know that, right? Yeah,
it makes a lot of things.
Well, I'm not really gay. I just want to try it on.
No, I mean it.
He was doing it for the girl.
Did you like the silk around your penis? Did it feel good? Did it make you feel pretty?
Oh, bro, it made me feel very pretty. I was like, oh, this is the type of woman I would be if I were.
Probably a big fat gamer woman.
There's what's it called? There's a person for everybody, you know. So I'm pretty sure that there's
somebody out there for you. Yeah.
Woman.
Do you believe that? Do you think there's a person for everybody? I don't know.
Believe it or not, right?
Like, I think money.
I'm married.
Really? Well, are you? I think there's. That doesn't mean anything. I think money gets you pussy. That's what I think. That's. I don't know a lot of things, but money equals pussy.
You know what? I can't say it doesn't. I will say it does.
It does. It does.
It can. I think
it can
it depends on the.
It can overcome big personality flaws. That and cocaine.
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%.
Cocaine to get you, and cocaine is it like hot chicks are attracted to cocaine. So there you go.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, coke and money that'll get you laid. Talk to you later. Take care, boy.
Thanks, buddy.
Bye bye.
Oh no, it's just
Lynn. Hello, Lynn.
What are you doing here?
What's up? Oh. She's not going to sing for you.
No,
I would rather she didn't. I like my hearing. All fine with that. So none of those requests here.
No,
I am never mean. I don't get this accusation going around the chat that I'm mean to people. Honestly, lies and slander. Anyway. As someone who knows Tippy a little bit, Tommy, do you think he's just jealous because the only dress he can fit in is a parachute?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
You thought on that one.
That is a half serious question, because with Blowy and Tippy, there's a lot of projection, isn't there? There's a lot of projection.
Yeah.
So, like,
You saw Bowblax in his dress though, like that was.
I saw too much of Bowblax. I would rather not.
Oh yeah,
seen that much of
I did
Bowblax.
too. Don't worry, I got it sent to me and it was kind of a bit of a shock.
That's a war crime. I'm pretty sure that's a war crime.
It should break the Geneva Convention.
Yeah, I know.
Not a Jake Weddle war crime. But
somebody
like
sent me a
crime.
censored version.
Yeah.
It was disgusting enough as it was.
You got this. I got the uncensored. So screw you.
I saw.
It was. I opened it up and I was like, nope, God.
Yeah. I didn't even know what I was looking at first because it's pretty small, and then I was still not sure what I was looking at. But then it hit me. It was Bowie.
Yeah, man, it was pretty. It was the thing is, it was like out of the blue. It was like a little bit after the thing had happened. It just happened. I was like, oh my God,
barely awake, half high, like just sitting around having a good time. Hey, let's look at Twitter.
And
you just get flashbang.
Oh, I didn't get the spread. I got it directly sent to me, and I was like, why?
Yeah, you should report whoever.
You ever wanted to listen to two drunk people talk to each other? This is great. I like it.
Oh, you're not nice.
Yeah.
I've been so nice to you.
You've been nice.
And you just bully me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always nice.
Well, it's in the name.
Be nice to you.
Meaning.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think I've had it.
You what?
I'm tired.
I don't have much.
Yeah,
else to say,
I'm tired, and I think I am gonna go out and have a drink or something. I'm in the mood.
Ah.
Oh, where's the real Tommy, and what have you done to him?
Yeah, I don't know. I just want to sit down and bullshit. There's no football.
It's not that late. It's 11.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I could go do something. That's what I think I'm gonna do. That's what I think I'm.
Yeah, I agree. You should.
I'm not gonna get blitzed. I'm not gonna get blitzed, sweetheart. I have a drink and talk.
No, I know you're not. You're gonna have like a drink and talk. Yeah, I know you're gonna drink and talk.
Only 1% of our team is that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The thing is, I matched up with the Big Sky, so you know what? 10 out of 10. I'm here. I'm not blackout.
Opag. Oh, sorry. Let me finish this. Opag, Mexican, B, Billion Bones, Blue Jacket, Cody Grill, Final Flash, Little Manly, Nesquit, Not Your Typical Mom, Panic Pun, Taylor D, Tommy C. Scott, Tribby Savage, Winter Gaming, Jeanie, Picklington, and thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're all done with that. Tommy's gonna get beat up again by gankers and Daisy. I was thinking about doing that. I may do Daisy. I may go out. I'm gonna
go drink first, then come back do Daisy.
Yeah, but do I have to do something tomorrow? Tomorrow's what, Thursday? Yeah, I got to take Tommy to practice.
Yeah.
I don't think I go drink. If I go drinking, I go now.
Just
and then
have
come
to keep
back.
drinking. You just have to keep drinking.
Oh, and then again, he might not even play this weekend because he's fucking.
Exactly, because he's
been
sick.
So I might maybe I can do it then.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
there you
go. Yeah, Jeshua.
Oh well, you two have a good one.
Yep. All right. Take care. I think we're done. I'm done. I'm like not focusing anymore.
I was done like 10 minutes in, but hey.
Yep. All right. Good night, Jeanie.
Good night. Bye, people.
Good night, everybody. Take care and good one.